have a warm welcome to Whisky.com, where fine spirits meet. My name is Horst Lüning. I'm the senior taster of Whisky.com, and today we have a new Ardbeg here on my cask. Well, new to me. It's a Ardbeg Traigh Bhan, or Bhan, from the 19-year-old Ardbegs we've seen over the last years. It's vintage 2004, bottled already 2023, and at Whisky.com it's priced 258 euros. And whenever or from wherever you order from inside Europe, where we deliver to, it might be 1 to 3 euros more depending on the alcohol taxes, because this one has an alcoholic strength of 50.3 ABV, so it's quite strong. The specialty of these 19-year-old whiskies is Ardbeg lay silent for quite a time and was sold to the actual proprietor in the year 2000, I think, and they started production with very little numbers in 1998 and 1999, I think. And so this one is one of the very first casks they were able to mature for a long time, so that they had surplus of production, so that they had the time to lay those casks aside to mature them for a longer time. Yeah, the Träi Wan is the name of a beach on Islay, and I looked it up on the OpenStreetMap, and there are several of those beaches all around the Hebridean Islands. So it's not that clear, or it wasn't that clear to me. I had to look up 4 or 5 different beaches, and then I found it. It's a beach on the Isle of Islay, of course. Whiskey comes from the Isle of Islay. And if you're driving to Port Charlotte, laying on the Loch Indal, the saltwater lock inside the Isle of Islay, and from this Port Charlotte, you're driving directly the street to the west until you reach the water, the sea. Then there is this beach, and it's called the Singing Sand, because when you're walking on that beach, the special grain, kind of grain inside the sand, so it's singing if you walk on the beach. So it's sad. Let's see if I'm starting to sing, if I savor this whiskey. Well, we will see. This whiskey matured for 19 years in oak casks. There's not written if they're very fresh or reused or whatever, and Oloroso sherry casks. So there are sherry casks at Ardbeg from time to time. We've seen that at the Ugedal, which contains 10 to 15% sherry cask. And so there had been these sherry casks from the start of the distillation of the new distiller or the new owner. And now we have a look. It's the typical green Ardbeg bottle. And batch number, well, here it's written 2006. And I think that's an error, which I said in the beginning of the video that it's from 2004. No, I think the last, or the bottle before had been 2004, so it's a copy-paste error. So it's from January 19th, 2006 until 25, so it's quite a new one. And the distillery manager is already Colin Gordon. Matured in American oak and Oloroso sherry cask, lemon peel, coal dust. Coal dust, yeah. I grew up in a coal area. I know how that smells or stinks. And mint, small batch annual release. Non-chill filtered, of course, uncolored as Ardbeg always. 50.3 ABV. Yeah, so let's some air into the bottle. And here we go. Very good cork. already some smokiness on the cork, but not too strong. No, not too strong. Color quite dark in the Oloroso sherry cask. So there is, of course, smokiness in it, but not too strong. It's less than I thought, and the tropical fruits just immediately come to the nose. And then some mint or eucalyptus, menthol. Yeah. Tropical fruits and a big amount of vanilla. Probably a little bit of coconut in the back. Yeah. Cheers. First there's this light sweetness Ardbeg has in the background. It was just short time it was there. Then there is herbs, spiciness of herbs, not too strong, just welcoming, medium, and then more smokiness covering my mouth, charcoal, and a breeze from the sea. Long aftertaste, smokiness in my mouth, little oiliness in the back. So massive, with a touch of fruitiness from the Oloroso sherry cask. I don't know how many Oloroso sherry casks are in there. The color is for 19 years quite light, so the amount of sherry casks might not be that big. No. Intense, massive on your tongue, some menthol, aromas, green pepper, spiciness in your mouth, mouth-watering aftertaste, smokiness. So a big taste with this whiskey, and I think it will help to have a little bit of water in it. And what do they say to the tastes? Especially rare, yes, 19 years, an Ardbeg with 19 years of age is quite rare. Intense beginnings, an intense aroma of rich, smoky coal dust. I hadn't had that, no. And tar confronts the senses, softened by invigorating peppermint and eucalyptus sweetness. A touch of water reveals hidden layers. I haven't done that. A flora and herbal medley hinting a lavender, serenity, jasmine elegance, and a whisper of Bach myrrh. No, this might come with water, not here. So this was a strong one, an intense one, delivering spiciness, and not those lighter, fragrant notes. No. Harmonious balance. The palate bursts with citrus notes of lemon peel and bergamot, flowing into waves of classic Ardbeg medicinal smoke. It wasn't that strong in the beginning, just in the end the smokiness became stronger. The influence of Oloroso sherry cask follows with warming spices of ginger and cumin, cascading into a dry cacao powder sensation and espresso. The espresso I had, definitely. The finish is long, lingering, with a balance of salted toffee, charred wood, tar, and burning sweet heather, all underpinned by warming spices. It wasn't that aggressive as it's said here. No, it was a lot more friendly on my tongue. This is Dr. Bill. He always finds a lot in those whiskies and gives you an impression what you may find with this bottle. the ultimate Islay single malt Scotch whiskey. Guaranteed 19 years old. So, that's it for today. Catch you next time.